already clean in such a way. And so our materials are sticker paper, so you don't really need to clean or wash sticker paper because it's the sticky bit takes off and then you have the backing, the white. So it practically goes back to us in its state. So there's no special chemical treatment that is needed to clean the sticker paper. So it's more of creating the product in itself. In terms of creating the products, we are very crafts-based and hand techniques-based. So we make use of low carbon, we make use of low energy production techniques. And so it can also be done in the home of a community lady. So she can do it in her own spare time. So we don't need an office, we don't need a space where there's more energy being used. So that's a very good thing because a lot of our feedback would always be this. Is it just greenwashing, wherein you are saying that you are being green, but then you're actually not in the entire process of things? But yeah, it's a greenwashing where it's a concept where you say we are green, but then we're actually not.
Like whitewashing.
Yeah, just like whitewashing. But it's green, right? So yeah, we have to make sure because for me, we always have to walk the talk. We can't just say we are green, but then we are just saying green so that we make money out of it. In fact, this is a non-profit. Second is that is there something that's being done to reduce plastic? On our level, on our non-profit, we have not really pushed forward to that because we are everyone is doing several tasks all at the same time, and so we focus on things that are relevant to our projects. However, it's very good that in our city, it's funny because there was a huge flooding in one of our cities in Cebu, and so the mayor just said, okay, no more plastics. And so everyone was like, oh, what are we going to do? How do we purchase meat? Where do we put it? And so people are now being creative. So on our level, we have really not created yet. We will be doing it in the future. And now that we have more time, Stephanie, who also is one of the co-conveners, she has her own projects. I have my own project. So we have now more time on our because we are a volunteer program, and so we used to have our day jobs. We quit our day jobs to pursue this, and so it would be very awesome now. That is one thing that I am going to push forward in our city because I'm very passionate about the environment and I'm so anti-plastic. Plastic in its essence and plastic. Yeah, so in all forms. So yeah, thank you so much. I will be pushing that forward.
Yes. Last question.
Yeah. If there will be, if the total community will be avoiding the use of plastic, what ingredients are you going to use if there is no trust in them? I am not an industrial engineer.
However, it's only on a personal experience. We are now looking at materials. Scientifically speaking, we are now looking at materials that could actually be alternatives to plastic. We are now looking at organic materials that could actually. It's not being more plastic, but rather that are biodegradable. Like for example, there are now degradable spoons instead of plastic spoons. So you could those spoons actually degrade instead of single-use plastic spoons. There are also now materials being used on plastic wrappers for drinking bottles. You have that canister for. There are now materials that would actually degrade. I have a strong feeling. I'm not an expert on industrial design, specifically on product engineering. We might not be able to eradicate plastic in the next 5 to 10 years, but then we are now looking at materials that could be alternative to certain products that can use non-plastic material. So yeah. So I think that's it.
So that ends our question and answer session, but
Yeah.
you will be able to speak with Francis later. Also, okay, one last
I just
question.
want to know, you were saying you don't know what you're going to do without plastic. Well, there's glad wrap, that form of plastic, but it can't stay solid, it just deteriorates.
Yeah.
The old way is the Hessian bag. That'll last forever. You can use it for washing, wiping your hands and everything like we used to do
Basically
years
recyclable.
ago. So there's something for you.
Very good. Now I know why you came to the session to contribute your drop of wisdom. So thank you, Francis.
Right.
I will now call on Conjen to for some
Thank you
knowledge.
so much. Thank you.
So I know that might not have been enough time for Francis to really speak about the whole program, but there is more opportunity for you to interact with him and with Stephanie after the formal program while we're having our refreshments, because they would still be around. I know that our community members here are from Cebu.
Yes.
I don't think you have heard before. Have you heard about their program before? No? So I'm sure that you are proud about what they are doing. And perhaps since you are those from Cebu, then you will be the very first to support him and his project, aside from the other members of the Filipino community. And I would really like to thank him for taking the opportunity to come by Sydney on his way back to Manila, because the main activity that he participated in, as was said, is the event in Canberra. And his presence here this afternoon is made possible because of the coordination of the consulate with the Philippine Embassy in Canberra. So it's the main contact was actually the Philippine Embassy in Canberra, and their travel here is sponsored by Cebu Pacific, also through the Philippine Embassy in Canberra. So without the support of the Embassy and Cebu Pacific, then he wouldn't have been able to come here. And of course, I think it will tell you of the impression and the good reputation that he has built, because he was invited by Design Canberra to participate.
One of 3 international.
Okay, one.